Okie dokie. So, set up on the left-hand one's the first one to go through. Now, just be careful. Sometimes I think you have sort of a straightening of your right leg and your left leg kind of bends. So just make sure it address. You're kind of 50-50 with most of your clubs there, kind of knees nice and level and so on. Grip is important. I think hopefully now with that change of grip we saw with the logo on your left hand, just feels like your hand is a bit more, I think the motorcycle term I kind of used when it made sense to you, okay? You can kind of feel that, okay? The issue with your swing today was obviously from here. Once you got to about here, you're okay. But now everything now continues to rise up. So your left shoulder starts rising at the top of your backswing now. Your shoulders are pretty much leveled off. So we would want those shoulders to be sort of rotating around a 90-degree angle to where you started. So your body has risen up almost sort of 20, 30 degrees, 35 degrees, maybe a bit more, okay? So as a process of you then coming back to the goal, if you stay up there, you're missing the ball by a mile, yeah? So now you've got to start dropping down into the golf ball a lot with that drop here now. You can see in this case, you didn't quite drop down enough to where your red line was on your ear, so you couldn't quite reach the goal. It was a little bit toey, catch a bit off the side there, and the ball then shoots off to the right. This is the process now we want you to go through for every single shot on this right-hand one, okay? So just having the club up here like that sword position makes it a lot easier for you to check your grip. Then get over in your golf posture, okay? Make a practice swing now where you focus on this movement there. So you can see that would be far enough. You go a little bit further because you're kind of into that little bit extra. So when you get there, that's about as far as you should be able to go if you maintain posture. But when you go further, just watch your head now off that green line, just rising a bit more, okay? So in your practice, you want to be really sort of focused on going to about here, almost like your chest is going down, yeah? So left shoulder's going down and you maintain that angle. Your left wrist is certainly better than the stuff we did on Monday and stuff and Tuesday. It's now getting that body to work better, okay? So do that. So wait, it doesn't matter. I'd probably say the order would probably be this swing you're going to do now first and stop, check, and then come back down and then do the full swing and then step in the golf ball, okay? But you can see when you go back a little bit further than what, I mean, you're just a bit above the green line there. That's all you need to go to about there, yeah? As you then go further, you have to rise up, and it's this movement here now. It's obviously less than it was, which is why you're able to find the middle of the club face more often, but any movement away from the ball requires a movement back down, and that movement back down is going to weaken your shot and provide an element of inconsistency on contact, okay? So do this swing first, then this swing second, and then step in the golf ball, okay? So once you step in the golf ball here now, the focus of getting that club to work around, that's a decent position there. You can see you just go a little bit further here now, but compared to where you were, if I go back to this left-hand one now, I mean, your elbow's really high, the head is basically, you're almost vertical there, aren't you, yeah? Your legs are kind of almost stood up and it's always straight into stuff, so there's no angle with your knees there, okay? So this angle on the right-hand side now makes it a lot easier for you to return back to impact, yeah? Without having to adjust as you come back down. Good strike of the golf ball. You can see now striking that ball, you're slightly off that green line, but again within a range that we could deal with, okay? And then through to a nice follow-through ball flying down there. And as we said, the ball now changing shape because of what the grip is doing, okay? And because you're able to rotate better, that ball flying about 120, 130 yards in some of those 7-irons there. So getting that sensation of a swing that's kind of staying in its angle a lot more, yeah? Makes it a lot easier for you to return that club back to the golf ball compared to this one where it's, yeah, I mean, there's lots going on there that, yeah, just requires too many things for you to do, yeah. Make sense?
Yeah.
Good man, right, okay.